Welcome back to Movies Recapped. Today I will show you an romantic, fantasy drama film 2021, called Cinderella Fairy Tale. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. And I hope you enjoy it. At the starting of the film, we see a village. Everyone was dancing when a lady named Vivian appeared. Her husband died not long ago, and she has 2 daughters. Vivian is a greedy woman who taught her daughter how to impress rich boys. Aside from that, there was a girl in her basement. She was actually the daughter of her second husband. Cinderella is the nickname given to her by her stepsisters. Cinderella's stitching is excellent, and she considers starting a business as a dressmaker. She has created a design that she intends to stitch for herself. She rescues a caterpillar from the spider and places it in a box. Cinderella's friends were 3 rats. Cinderella then makes tea for her stepmother and sisters. Vivian scolds her when she makes tea for them. She says, "You are useless. If you will continue to do these acts, your husband will leave you after marriage." Cinderella returns to the basement being sad. She sees the dream of her business and shop. A prince named Robert is shown in the next scene. A rich girl was sitting in front of him. She was a princess and wants to get married to Prince Robert. She purposes him for marriage. She tells him, "If we will get married, we will have many kingdoms in our share. With their help, we will defeat a sea monster." But Robert refuses her for marriage, because he doesn't like this rich girl. After it, there was an announcement in the village. The king is calling everyone. Cinderella is shown telling her mother, "I want to sell my dress in the market." Vivian forbids her while saying, "You are a girl should not do this." She asks Cinderella to leave and Cinderella goes back to the basement being sad. The king was scolding his son Robert with his wife Queen. That why he refused for marrying the rich girl? They argue due to it. Robert says, "I will not marry a girl until I will fall in love with her. I didn't like any of the girls in the village. The king advises you to marry and settle down. Everyone thinks you are careless. They make fun of you. If you don't want to be a king after getting married, your sister will get the crown." Robert's sister is shown listening to them while standing behind the painting. It is discovered here Robert's sister is intelligent and has many ideas. With her ideas, she wants to make this kingdom nice. Now because she was a girl, so none listens to her. Everyone makes her quiet all the time. The king says, "We are throwing a dance party for you to search for a girl." All the villagers arrive to hear their announcement. The dancing band is shown dancing. The villagers were seeing from standing downside. Cinderella was also among them and couldn't see anything. She sits on the king's statue and sees all this. The king scolds her on it, but Cinderella says, "You should make anything for the short-heightened girls like us, so we will also be able to see what is happening in front." Robert falls in love at first sight while seeing Cinderella. After it, they start dancing, but Cinderella leaves. Robert says to his father, "I am ready for the dance party. The condition is all the girls of the village will come at it, either rich or poor." The king agrees with Robert. Later, Robert moves in search of Cinderella, changing his get-up as poor. Cinderella was also in the market to sell her dress. Cinderella shows the dress to someone and he thinks she has stolen this. After it, they make fun of her, but Robert arrives and admires Cinderella's dress. He asks her about it. Cinderella says, "I will sell this dress in return for 5 coins. There is my mother's brogue on this dress." Robert agrees to buy the dress. He gives Cinderella 15 coins instead of 5 in return. Meanwhile, there was the dance party's announcement. They were asked to come to the dance party. Cinderella seems this strange. That Robert is throwing a dance party for getting married. Cinderella says to Robert the prince is a careless human. His father still scolds him. But Robert's sister is intelligent. Robert asks her, "Will you go to the dance party?" Cinderella refuses this and says, "I don't believe in all this. This is not for me." To make her agree, Robert says, "I will go there and the rich people will also come. With their help, you can set your business and I'll help you in meeting them." Hearing this, Cinderella agrees to go to the dance party. With the money given to her by Robert, she purchases the fabrics. After it, she tries to design the dress. Reaching home, due to the pressure, she couldn't do anything. After some days, she makes a beautiful dress and the party day also arrives. Vivian makes her daughters ready. so they will be able to impress a prince going there. Their circumstances will be good after marrying. Cinderella also arrives while wearing the dress that she made. She was looking attractive in it. Vivian says you can't go to the dance party because the girls whose marriages are fixed can't. Cinderella is taken aback, and Vivian informs a man who has inquired about her purpose. I have fixed your marriage. That man was a dealer, he often comes to their home. Cinderella and her sisters don't like him. Hearing it, Cinderella says my future depends on this dance party, but Vivian throws the black ink on her dress. Her dress gets messy due to it. Cinderella starts weeping. Being depressed, she moves into the basement and starts singing. At night, her friends the rats see the caterpillar whom Cinderella saved. It has been changed into a butterfly. Going to Cinderella, the butterfly changes into a fairy godmother. Fairy godmother says to Cinderella, I can help you if you want to go to the dance party. She does magic on Cinderella and the dress becomes alright. Her dress becomes more attractive. Cinderella becomes happy seeing this, and she also makes Cinderella wear shoes. The shoes weren't fit and she couldn't walk properly. But due to the fairy godmother's magic, she easily walks wearing those shoes. The fairy godmother makes a carriage of the box for Cinderella. She makes the rat Cinderella's servant. Cinderella says to fairy godmother, if Vivian will see me there she will throw me out of the house, because she has warned me this. Fairy godmother does magic on her and says none will recognize you there. Except for Prince Robert. Fairy godmother warns her the magic will be ended at midnight. You have to return before midnight. After it, Cinderella moves to the dance party. The girls were dancing for Robert, but he has no interest in anyone, because he loves Cinderella. Cinderella arrives and collides with Vivian. She apologizes to Cinderella and admires her shoes, but she doesn't recognize Cinderella. After it, Cinderella moves to the balcony. From there, she meets a lady who likes Cinderella's dress. When the lady discovers Cinderella has designed it herself, she says, I am searching for a designer for myself, because I used to attend this kind of parties. I don't like my dresses. The lady asks Cinderella to show her designs. During this, Robert tells the princesses, the girl whom I love, I didn't see her here today. Meanwhile, Cinderella sees Robert. A musical instrument falls colliding with his hand. The noise was made due to it. Everyone sees him. After it, Robert calls Cinderella and introduced her to everyone. Cinderella gets surprised after knowing Robert is actually a prince. After it, Robert asks his sister to come in front of everyone. Robert's sister shows her dress to everyone. It was the dress Robert bought from Cinderella. A lovely moment is shown here, because Prince Robert and Cinderella were dancing. They get separated from everyone and go to a room. Robert purposes Cinderella for marriage, but Cinderella refuses him. She says, I want to do something for myself. She doesn't want to be imprisoned in the palace. Moving from the basement, she was about to leave, but then she hugs Robert. Cinderella sees the watch. It was 12 o'clock. The magic was about to end. That's why Cinderella runs hurriedly. They come to the dance party's place. The king says to everyone, this girl Cinderella is Robert's wife. Cinderella runs and a guard of the palace chases Cinderella. Cinderella throws her show towards him, then she hurriedly gets on her carriage. Moving from the path, her carriage changes into the box. Her servants also change their get-ups. They change into rats. The king scolds Robert. Robert says to the king, the girl doesn't want to marry me whom I want to get married. The king becomes furious. He says, now you have to get married to a rich girl. Now it doesn't bother me. Either you love her or not. Marriage does not always require love. Humans are sometimes forced to marry for the sake of power. Robert must reluctantly agree to it. The king's wife Queen becomes angry and leaves. Cinderella is shown in the next scene. She has made many designs overnight to show it to the palace's lady. Meanwhile, she hears Vivian is coming. She immediately lays down on the bed. She says, I am ill. Vivian says while coming to her, Cinderella, you must be thinking that how cruel am I? I'm not like this from the beginning. There was a time when I was pleasant. I had my husband and 2 daughters and I used to play the piano very well. I wanted to learn music from a music school. When I returned after a month, I discover that my husband has left me. because he thinks a good wife never thinks for herself. Since then, I've come to believe that not every girl should be this emotional. She tells Cinderella that yesterday's girl has left Robert. Now Robert is about to marry a rich girl. Meanwhile, a rat throws the Cinderella's shoe down. Seeing it, Vivian discovers the yesterday girl was none other than her daughter, Cinderella. After it, Vivian says to Cinderella, you should get married to Robert, so our life will be happy. Cinderella says, I refused him. Hearing it, Vivian says, so get ready to go with the dealer. I will send you today with the dealer. The king goes to his wife Queen because she was angry. She wasn't talking to him properly. She says to him, there was a time when you sing for me in front of the castle. You express your love, but you are changed after being a king. What exactly is a king? Except for this, you have no relationship. Saying this, the queen leaves and the king calls Robert. Robert says, can we talk like father and son or not? The king was a strict man. The king forbids him to get married to a rich girl. He says while showing him Cinderella's show to search for the girl with its help later, get married to her. Cinderella gets ready to go with the dealer. They leave and Robert was also searching for Cinderella. Like before, the king goes outside the castle and expresses his love for the queen. Cinderella also brings her rat friends in her cart. With their help, she distracts everyone and tries to go to the palace's lady while jumping from the cart. Robert also arrives as she was running. He says to Cinderella that I love you. I want to spend my life with you. You encouraged me to live my life as I want. Cinderella asks Robert to take her to the palace's lady. They go to the lady and she likes Cinderella's designs. She asks Cinderella to go with her. Following that, Robert and Cinderella go to the king, who recognizes Cinderella. She is the girl who sat on the statue. Robert says, I don't want to be a king. The king says, okay, I will give your place to your sister. She will be the next queen after your mother. Hearing it, Robert's sister becomes happy. Then it was announced in front of all. Robert's sister tells everyone about Cinderella. She returns her mother's brooch to Cinderella. Following that, everyone is shown to be happy and dancing. Cinderella's dance concludes the movie. Watch more explanations of these kinds of movies. Click on the videos on your screen, and don't forget to let me know how you feel about today's video in the comments down below. And at last I will say, stay safe and stay well. Thank you so much for your valuable time watching the video. See you in the next video.